How's it going, guys? Coffee here. Today I wanted to go over the updated version of the Youga Flame Focus for speed farming profound, or I guess just you can build this also for full damage. Kind of the upgrades for what we've made since the last video. Pushing this, it's pushing somewhere around like 10 trillion DPS or something if I go full like bossing mode. I've got to like 3,300 or so in rank for this, and then yeah, so let's kind of jump into it. First two things that we've done since the last video is I pushed the T1 skills to T0 here, or for the basic skills rather, basic mods rather, on our gear. So our reaping duration has been upgraded, our affliction effect's been upgraded, and then we also pushed the focus damage enhancement mods to T0. I left all the focus speed and reaping CDR stuff as I left those as T1 just because for focus speed we're already at the breakpoint, so we don't need to do anything more on that. And then for the reaping CDR we're already at the breakpoint, and to get to the next breakpoint is like another 400%. We're not going to hit that with the gear we're doing right now anyways, so it doesn't matter. So I did end up picking up, I have just been running Eternal Sea Fog here for just the extra movement speed, as well as the pets that I'm running. We do actually run it here with the same movement speed pet for Preserver of Eternity here, and then we just kind of zoom around here with blurry steps. So I'll have some footage here of a map afterwards, but the actual damage we're actually getting in a map is somewhere around 1.5, 2 trillion, something like that, which is still plenty for profound, so it doesn't really matter. So we are running the first trait here as well for mapping the space-time speed up, so this helps speed things up a bit. And then the biggest upgrades that we did end up making to the gear is we did end up adding a Prairie into the setup here. What that meant is we did have to change our other slates here. We did have to get a base trauma with +1 of something here. We did have to get our +1 here with our paralyze, and then +1 with our blur. +1, this one also has base trauma on it, so in case I want to swap this out for something else, I can get this +1 with anything else on it instead of base trauma. And then this is +1 fire with our tenacity blessing here, and then this one stays the same. I do probably want to craft a better one of these at some point, so I need to just get a +1 spell skill, +1 fire, and probably the crit damage mod. The scaling crit damage mod will be the better damage than what I'm getting here, because this max channel stacks is just completely useless. So that's fine. And then for our slate, we are still just running Holiness with open wounds. Finding something better than this will be recommended at some point as well. But yeah, I don't really need to push this build too crazy or any further than it already is, to be honest. I don't have any desire to do deep space maps on this. I can do them, but I really don't like moving slow. So to me, it's kind of a waste. So yeah, I've included the build code in the spreadsheet. We're just going to continue to use this build to farm, probably for whatever the next build is going to be. And then, yeah, I guess if you want to know the max damage swaps that I do end up doing, I do end up putting on this slate here with Impending and the crit damage mod here, along with this reaping duration and affliction for chaos. Along with, I swap back onto the Dawnbreak belt. And then I end up swapping this on as well for like min-maxing the boss here. To get the numbed stacks, I swap my heal into a Thunder Spike. I swap my heal into a Thunder Spike with the Thunder Spike numb and the other Thunder Spike mod here, wherever it actually is. I can't find it. I'm blind. We have Thunder Spike numb, and then there's another Thunder Spike support that I'm not seeing for some reason, because probably because it's still sitting on here right now. Thunder Spike tremble. So we swapped this to a 6 link. We dropped this down to 4 link because all we need is this additional damage mod here. We don't need the movement speed. And then we swap our blurry steps into a Haunting Abomination as well. And then for bossing, you swap your pet for the DPS dummy, rather. You end up swapping your pet over to this spell pet here because you're not going to be at full life. because you are, because you are going to get hit by the breath at the very beginning. So, yeah, that's what you do for that. If you're trying to just like min-max cheese bosses or get as much damage as you can for SS20 or whatever, you just kind of got to play hitless or whatnot. So, yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. And other than that, see you in the next one. Isn't that build doing like 15 trillion? I thought that build was a 15 trillioner. What's wrong with that for it? I thought the new Rose is kind of tanky as well, right? Didn't feel like Giga Tank. Isn't the new Rosa like Giga Tanky as well? Thought you could play her if you're looking for a bossing build. I see a lot of people are doing like 15 trillion on her, which makes me feel like she's good, right? She seems like the no-brainer play, yeah. Sprout of Legends. Time to go vaporize it and waste it. What skill? Doesn't she use Icy Blades or whatever? I have no idea what people are playing on her, but I'm pretty sure it's that. What are those points out of? Well, the movement speed. Damn it. I'm like missing things as well. Is your 150 now? You just want to gamble, dude. The form of all my Prairie cards? Yes, it did. And then I got all of my slates extreme.